Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And this is your question. What do you think we can do as individuals to prevent or stop violence against women?
My name is Kay and I'm from Jamaica. I believe that we can stop violence by educating women and their opportunities of bettering themselves. If they are educated, I believe that they can have good jobs, they can better take care of themselves, they can be financially stable and independent, and they can contribute to society. And they won't need to lean so heavily on the person who abused them, because most of the times they're abused because they're in a financial situation. They are dependent on the person, and that person takes advantage of the situation, and so they're abused. They don't know where to turn, they don't know who to talk to. And so if you empower them by through education, I believe that there can be an improvement in the women who are being abused.
So your question is, what do you think we can do as individuals to prevent or stop violence against women?
Hi, I'm Stacy from Jamaica, and I think that we can try to empower our women more to prevent or stop violence against them. Um, in empowering, I mean that there are some situations where the women are not able to make a life for themselves. They're not financially stable. They tend to depend on the men for support, for money and things like this. And if we try to empower our women at a younger age to say, um, try to get a job, try to be independent, then you'll find that um, by empowering yourselves, you're able to not necessarily stop in some cases, but to decrease or prevent violence against women. The women, they feel a sense of independence, and some men are threatened by this, some are threatened, but it's not a sense to say send a threat, but it's to just to empower them to know that there is a better way, there's a different way, to know that this is not acceptable. So we need to also talk to our women and to let them know that violence is not acceptable in your household, it's not acceptable for you, it's not acceptable for your children. And so we need to start educating our young women and help them to understand that there is another way other than violence. There is another way to,
Hi, good morning. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, yes, my name is Morgan Mickle, and I'm from the Washington, D.C. area.
Wonderful. Morgan, my question for you is, what do you think we can do as individuals to prevent or stop violence against women?
I think as individuals, some of the most important things we can do is advocate for organizations and leadership to make sure that resources are available, that referral systems are in place, that those resources and information are reaching the populations they intend to serve, and that there are responsibility mechanisms in place also that can hold individuals accountable, but also protect individuals who report cases of violence.
Wonderful. Thanks, Morgan.
Thank you.
As individuals, I think what we need to do is to continuously mobilize our community, show them the potentials the women have, mobilize them also to educate women, to empower them so that they can have livelihood skills, they can have education, because where you have issues most is where the woman is not educated, she doesn't have any livelihood skills, so she becomes completely under the control of man. And if that man is abusive, you find it becomes very difficult for her to get out of that abuse, because even the channels to do it is not available for her.
Okay, thank you.
Number one is to sensitize the community on the right of a woman, and because I know, like in the community we have here, we have two prominent religions, both Muslim and Christianity, and all in the two books of the holy books of the belief in, there's not any verse that has said a woman should be humiliated or should be looked down at, because it's, and more especially the men, they didn't know that in the religious assembly, and at the cultural wise, as I've said before, the women didn't know they are all right, so they need to be sensitized that this they are all right, and this what is supposed to be practiced by them, or to act as a woman to see that she can contribute much in the economic growth of her community, and she will have a say, and she will have even a strong voice that can be heard in that society. If there's instances, I think there will be great improvement. And also, we have some policies. If these policies can be domesticated and implemented like CEDAW in each or in the both at the state and the community level, there will be great improvement in the life of a woman person.
Well, as individuals, first you have to start with those around you, educate them about the rights of women. You take initiative to advocate about empowering women in the community. You take initiative to advocate that government pass laws that help protect the rights of women, and also you take the initiative to help as much as possible to support girl child education. Personally, I've been doing all this and I advocate for others to do it too, because it will go a great way to stopping or reducing occurrence of gender-based violence.
All right. So, at the family level, what do you think are some of the steps that can be taken to prevent or to reduce violence against women?
At the family level, I think we should. There's this issue of not couples not knowing how to communicate effectively. So I think we should start having sessions that will teach couples or members of the family the importance of effective communication and knowing the value they bring to the family. And apart from that, we should try to empower the women in the family economically, so that they will have the power to be able to stand and protect themselves from most of the abuses that come in, maybe because of lack of economic power. And also at the family level, I think women should be should be encouraged to pursue one skill or the other. It also support with the issue of economic empowerment, and we should, of course, educate the girl child.
Many things. Advocacy and lobbying to stakeholders, the gatekeepers, is very, very important. It will go a long way, because it will bring about creation of awareness to people in our community. People will now become aware of the importance of involving women at all levels, particularly at the decision-making level. Number two is involving women at all levels in designing, implementing, and then monitoring so many projects affected to women. Another thing is enactment of laws by the government that will support the women to have access, to have definition, to involvement of male champions. You know, our community is mainly male-dominated community. So if male champions are fully involved in programs that are related to empowering women, inclusion of women at all levels, it will go a long way. So these are some of the programs.
Thank you very much.